Welcome to the broadcast on a day that saw chaos, arrests, slaps and poor voter turnout in some of the by-elections that took place earlier in the day. Tonight we're coming to you live from the Nation Centre here in Nairobi, but also from Kabuchai constituency in Bungoma County with Vincent Odwor, Nakuru County with Bridget Ngana, Matungu in Kakamega County with Kennedy Mureithi, and we'll also have the latest live pictures of vote counting in Huruma ward in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County. First, the day's top stories. Tonight, government literally slapped in the face by a former government official. And amid claims of election malpractice, thinking outside the box involves taking the box away.
A former cabinet minister slapped an IBC official. It's a very unfortunate incident.
Several politicians arrested in the chaos that disrupted today's by-elections as vote counting continues. Also tonight, government distributes COVID vaccines across the country in readiness for inoculations.
I can assure you that nothing has been left to chance.
The first persons to be administered with this vaccine shall be our frontline health workers.
First shot of the vaccine to be administered tomorrow as President Kenyatta assures Kenyans that there will be no loopholes for tricks. Plus,
I decided to respond to that punishment objection. Listen, Mr. Nyamu. I'm listening.
The judge is displeased and so are the lawyers.
On in front of you now is a typical case of court battering.
I highly object.
They are intimidating the court.
Sonko's appearance before Chief Magistrate Douglas Ogoti ends on an angry note after the judge declined to recuse himself.
Any party dissatisfied should follow the normal process as provided. Of course, that's an objection that you have already ruled on. That's okay.
And KCPE and KCSE rehearsals set for 19th and 25th of March, respectively.
We had developed a culture of dishonesty.
As we are planning this here now, the crooks are also already planning theirs.
Government releases exam schedule as TSC cancels leave for teachers.
NTV Tonight with Smriti Vidyarthi.
Good to have you with us. David Agondoa is our sign language interpreter tonight. Let's kick off in Bungoma County, where voters went to the polls today to choose their Member of Parliament for Kabuchai constituency. Well, Vincent Odwor now joins us live with the very latest. Vincent, what is happening now? You also have details of the arrests that were made today.
Right now I'm here at Mabanga Tallying Center, where the results of all votes cast and counted in all of the 123 polling stations will be brought here, and this is where they will be tallied, and the eventual winner of the parliamentary seat in Kabuchai constituency will be declared here. Remember, there are 8 candidates who are squaring it out. 6 of them are from political parties and 2 of them are independent candidates. And right now I can tell you the competition is between Ford Kenya's candidate Majimbo Kalasinga and UDA's Evans Kakai. And we right now at least have had about 10 or more than 10 polling stations already have already brought their results here, and therefore we are waiting for the other results to be brought here, because in this by-election there is no electronic transmission of results, and therefore the presiding officers have to fill the Form 35A with the results from their respective polling stations and then bring them here physically to this tallying center, where the returning officer will be able to tally them. And what I can only tell you is that there is a very high number of police officers who have been deployed here in Kabuchai, and also roadblocks have been placed in main roads leading into and out of Kabuchai, especially after witnessing some of the incidents of attacks and drama during the day. And I'm told by the returning officer we are likely to have the final results tomorrow because of the slow pace of the exercise. And remember, the voter turnout was very low, and therefore I hope that because the voter turnout was very low, we might likely get the final results early tomorrow. But during the day, we witnessed a number of incidents and drama in different polling stations here in Kabuchai, where we know that right now there are 5 legislators, President William Ruto of the UDA party, who were arrested and taken to Bungoma South Police Station. We also had an incident during the day whereby 2 leaders allied to UDA party, that is Sirisia Member of Parliament John Waluke and nominated Senator Millicent Omanga, were chased from a polling station, and also they were denied to access the polling station, and therefore will still continue being here. And therefore, earlier on, this is what transpired during the day here. In Kabuchai constituency, voter turnout was low in all 123 polling stations. But despite the low numbers, the exercise was not without incident. At the Busakala polling station, residents chased away Sirisia MP John Waluke and nominated Senator Millicent Omanga, who are allied to the UDA party. They were denied access to the station. The 2 sped off, escaping the rowdy residents. And at Musese Market, police pounced on 5 legislators allied to Deputy President William Ruto. They included Kimilili MP Didmas Baraza, Nelson Koech of Belgut, Wambu Mabonga of Bumula, Wilson Kogo of Chesumei, and Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei. In Nalondo DEB, a group of goons attacked boda operators and torched 1 motorbike and destroyed another. No injury was reported in the incident. Ford Kenya and UDA leaders have accused each other of incidents of voter bribery and attacks.
Wanapeana pesa sasa hivi venye tunaongea. Kila mahali wapo. Kama ni ufisadi, wangekuwa wameshatufanya ile wanatufanya. Sisi tumesema tu tumewaachia, hao ndio wanaendelea kugawa pesa. Hata sasa hivi tukifuatana na wewe tuende katika ile kituo kingine, utaona ni wale wanapeana pesa. Upande wetu kama tungekuwa tunapeana pesa na ni watu wanapenda fujo sana, ungekuwa wameona wameleta fujo kitambo sana.
Kitu ambayo nimeona tangu asubuhi ni kwamba chama cha UDA wakiongozwa na Meja Waluke na Kapondi wamepatikana wakipeana pesa Busakala na Sanandiki Primary School. Watu wetu wamekasirika sana. Nataka security agencies, wewe nasema saa hii gari ya Waluke ishikwe, gari ya agents wote akina Kapondi.
Tension was high during the day at most polling stations as voters shied away from casting their vote.
All right, in Kabuchai, that was NTV's Vincent Odwor, who earlier reported that results from 10 polling stations are currently in. It may take a little bit of time because everything is happening manually there, but we expect the results at some point tomorrow. All right, Bridget Ngana now joins us live from Nakuru County. And Bridget, there was chaos in 2 out of the 7 ward by-elections there. Tell us more, and also what is the latest right now where you are?
We woke up to a rather calm morning here in London Ward, but by mid-morning, some hours just before mid-morning, there was chaos. A member of parliament who was acting as the agent of one of the candidates was attacked by goons or unknown persons, according to him, and that was the catalyst of an hour or so of tear gas canisters being thrown back and forth, confrontations back and forth, and voting halting for some time before it resumed. And this was just not specific to Nakuru County. In Kisii County, the tear gas agenda was still being mooted by security officials when they attacked or they threw a tear gas canister towards an aspirant in Kisii County in that ward, and they arrested him later on. These are some of the events that colored the mini polls in one of the foundational positions in this country. The MCA position is the foundation of devolution, as we can say, Smriti, and these mini polls do have a bigger reflection of what to expect come 2022, and this is what we covered in the collection of the by-elections that took place today on March 4th. But what is happening right now here at the Moi Secondary School Hall is that this is the main tallying center for London Ward. Similarly, tallying is also going on in Hell's Gate Ward, and so far here the only 4 polling stations have submitted their results, and we'll be keeping tabs on who is going to be the MCA here in London Ward and also in Hell's Gate Ward collectively as Nakuru County. Milimani Polling Center, London Ward. Tear gas canisters disrupted the polls after the Langata MP Nixon Korir, an agent for the UDA candidate, sought audience with security officials. He claimed he was attacked by unknown people after he raised concerns of electoral malpractice. What followed was a harsh exchange of words between him, other UDA agents and security officials. The confrontation disrupting voting for a while.
Our interest is to ensure that voting goes on uninterrupted. And we have tried to tell the police to manage the crowds. Let us also manage the politicians. I want to plead with everybody else. If you are not accredited as an agent or a chief agent, then really also the coming of those kind of people creates unnecessary tension, which from my end I feel it should be avoided at all costs.
Kiamokama Ward in Kisii County. Here, police had to use tear gas canisters to arrest Moses Nyakiramba, a UDA aspirant, on grounds he was bribing voters. 4 people here also survived a near-fatal accident as supporters of 2 different aspirants clashed.
Brado saa venye inatoka nyuma siku isongea ipite, tunapata ni wakina Osoro Silvanus na Nyakiramba. Na mabunduki zilikuwa 2 zimetolewa nje, si ile kitu tunasikia tu ati shoot, piga risasi mtu. So sasa nikaambia driver hapa nikaa kumedhoka, si tutoroke. Kutoroka wametufuata hadi gari yetu imepoteza mwelekeo.
Hii kura kidogo ya Mombasa blockation ni kwa nini inaleta shida? Watu wanakimizana kama sura za msituni, wanataka kuharibia wengine maisha, waache watoto wao.
Kitisa Kithuku Ward in Makueni County saw peaceful polls with a poor voter turnout. In Hell's Gate Ward, voting went on well with most voters turning up in the afternoon. In Huruma Ward, Uasin Gishu County, voting went on as planned, but IEBC recorded the lowest voter turnout.
Hakuna complaint yoyote nimesikia so far because watu wanasema kumekuwa na mipangilio mizuri, si kama wakati wa nomination.
Nataka kuamini hata jioni wakati tutahesabu kura zetu, zoezi hilo litaendelea hivyo bila shida yote.
Vote tallying is currently underway.
Bridget Singana there with the latest from the ward by-elections. Again, results should be streaming in tomorrow. Well, it was a day dotted with drama with claims of voter bribery in Matungu, Kakamega County. Now, right now, the results are trickling in from the 116 polling stations. Our senior political affairs reporter, Kennedy Muredi, joins us now live from Matungu in Kakamega. Kennedy, what is happening where you are? We certainly see security personnel behind you.
Well, a very good evening to you, Smriti. The security that you see behind me is that my status has gone up a bit and I'm now being guarded by the officers. But to your question is, what we are seeing right now is the presiding officers and the officers at the IEBC polling stations, all the 116, at least some of them, are making their way here. It's going to be a very long night because the first one has just been received about 7 minutes ago, but I see the process is moving on quite fast, as they do hope that it is after here, after this information has been recorded at this particular desk, that's when they'll be allowed to go to where the returning officer is, just to make sure that they do hand in the Form 35A that is going to declare who the winner is, or the results of that particular form are what are going to be used to announce the official results. Remember also, this material is property of the IEBC and it has to be kept in a very safe place in the form, or in case there are questions that are going to arise when somebody decides to go to court. So this information, as much as it is being received here, has to be kept in a very safe place. So the IEBC has made sure that officials are at different points where they have the strategic material and unstrategic material, and this is where this other material is being received, so that they just confirm that everything that they had given the presiding officers and the officers at the polling stations were able to bring. You can see what my camera person Paul Basweti is being able to show is everything has to be accounted for. This is material that will not be used here only, but will be used in other parts of the country in the event there's going to be a by-election or so. But also, Smriti, it has been an eventful day, as you said, and it is a day that also saw us move from different polling stations where people were queuing, and also there were questions with regards to the probability of voter bribery and all. Remember also, this is the day that saw former Cabinet Secretary Rashid Echesa play a cat and mouse game with the police, as he's still being sought for what he did during the day when he slapped an IEBC official. Chebukati has spoken on this matter, and he has said that it is not right, and this person, there has to be some action taken against them. Also, there was the question where voting was disrupted at Munami Primary School, and this led to the IEBC adding an extra 2 hours. So probably voting there closed at around 7 o'clock this evening. Also, there was another one at Namanga Primary School where there was 20 minutes added time. There was also an incident where a member of parliament from ODM and Kasipul Kabondo was allegedly arrested and was brought to the Matungu police station. When we asked him about that question, he was saying that he had just come to visit the police. But it was that day where voter bribery was said to have been rampant, but everybody was making sure that they do not get caught. But those who are caught, the long hand of the law was with them. But hey, we are keeping tabs on what is happening, and probably by morning we'll have known who has won this election. But earlier on, my colleague Zacchaeus Mwasame was able to prepare a story, and here is what the day was all about.
The voting exercise kicked off smoothly some few minutes past 6 a.m. across all the 116 polling stations in Matungu. The contestants of the three main parties taking part voted at their respective polling stations.
The voting is going on peacefully. The second stream is moving on faster than the first. The first one is moving faster than the second one.
The process is swift enough that I've been able to complete the process in less than 6 minutes.
But things took a chaotic turn when former Sports Cabinet Secretary Rashid Echesa attacked a presiding officer at Bulonga Primary School in Khalaba Ward for allegedly blocking UDA agents from accessing the polling station. IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati has condemned and said action should be taken against the former CS.
It is a very unfortunate incident, and the IEBC is calling on the security team on the ground to have the gentleman apprehended.
I
There was more drama as Homa Bay woman rep Gladys Wanga picked a quarrel with Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala at Limbo Primary School over where they traded accusations of bribery. The commission chairman also spoke out against politicians who are moving from one polling station to the other in the name of super agents.
It's important to note that not everybody is allowed in a polling station. Polling station is for first IBC staff who are conducting the exercise. Then we have the agents of the respective candidates who are accredited agents and they have a letter.
A team led by ANC supporter raided Munami polling station where the rowdy youths picked ballot boxes from the classrooms. In Muhira, several people were injured and vehicles attacked, with the ANC youths accusing Kakamega-based businessman Cleophas Shimanyula alias Toto of massive voter bribery. The crowd descended on his vehicles before he was rescued by police. Several leaders, including Kaspul Kabondo MP Charles Were, who was in police custody briefly, have decried the manner in which some politicians conducted themselves in Matungu.
We are not in a drama class. We've taken a very peaceful election that was conducted. Campaigns went on peacefully. Wananchi have come out in large numbers peacefully. And people have started the drama. They have spreading propaganda.
And I think Malala is using too much propaganda and is positioning himself as the most violent person or young person in this country.
Vote counting is now continuing as the residents of Matungu wait to see who the new MP will be. Zacchaeus Masame, NTV.
All right, from Matungu, let's now bring you live images from the MV Patel polling station in Huruma ward, that's in Eldoret in Uasin Gishu County. 13 candidates are in the race for the electoral seat. Among the favourites to win, according to political analysts, are Peter Kinuthia of the Mandeleo Chap Chap Party and Lucy Ngendo, a Jubilee Party candidate. She is the widow to the late Huruma ward MCA Peter Chomba, who passed on late last year following breathing complications. Those are live pictures from Huruma in Uasin Gishu County. You're watching NTV Tonight. We now take a quick break. Stay with us.
Nestle Nunkid 4 helps build a strong foundation for your growing child. Nestle Nunkid 4, our best for you.
Huyu ni Miriam. Last week akakujua kanataka kuwa nini kakigrow up, lakini this week Miriam amegundua anaweza kuwa whatever she wants. Kwani kuliendaje? Maparo wa Miriam waligeta huge discount vile wale upgrade to GoTV Max. Hata wewe, familia yako wanaweza get maximum entertainment for less na channel kibao za fun and educational shows za wakidi. Your little one's imaginations will run wild. So upgrade to GoTV Max for just 890 shillings leo. GoTV, love it.
Baby shark, do 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 do.
Have you seen this beautiful place?
Mommy, what is welcome to Garden of Joy?
Buy a value-added plot of land at the Garden of Joy off Kangundo Road that has solar street lights, elevated water tank, and guaranteed security. Deposit 700,000 and get 16K and your Istanbul is sorted. Call us on 0790 300 300.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Kweli imeshuka bei. Smartphone ya nguvu 4G screen kubwa ya kuwatch game ni 3,999 pekee.
Ni ukweli, ni kutoka Safaricom. Iko na betri kubwa na apps zote za Google unazozipenda. Isitoshe inakuja na 3 months free WhatsApp, unachat hadi usiku na kesho ingine.
Ni ukweli, plus free education bundles za Shupavu 291 na KICD. What?
Ni ukweli, bei ya Neon Ray Pro sasa ni 3,999 pekee. Smartphone ya nguvu kwa bei nafuu kutoka kwa duka la Safaricom au dila leo. Safaricom for you.
What is family? Family is a solid foundation to build on and a strong pillar to lean on. It is believing in each one of us for the betterment of all of us. Family is working together today to win together tomorrow. It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. It is knowing we are valued, respected, understood, and most of all, supported. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Mix of the Week in association with Airtel.
Don't charge my energy.
Bossy, bossy.
Fast just got faster. Get fully locked on Airtel 4G. Enjoy our wider coverage. Airtel, the smartphone network.
What's up, people? My name is DJ E. Now this week on the trend. Kama kawa, the ever blazing. And of course, not forgetting Kama kawa, the man himself, all the way from Kisii, Osoro, Moro, is gonna be in the building. How can I forget? The hostess with the mostest, Amina. Wait, this Friday, fire burn.
Super. The Trend in association with Oppo Reno 5.
Thanks very much for staying with us on NTV tonight. Away from the by-elections now and on to the coronavirus. President Uhuru Kenyatta has cautioned Kenyans against spreading rumours and false information about the COVID-19 vaccine as the country readies to begin inoculations on Friday. As the Ministry of Health kicked off distribution of the vaccines to the counties, the President has maintained that the priority will be given to frontline health workers, amid claims that politicians were lining up to be first in line for the jab. Eunice Omolo reports.
It is a few hours away before the vials from this flag-off reach the first healthcare workers, security personnel, and a number of teachers who have been lined up to take the COVID-19 jab on Friday. The first Kenyan is expected to receive the vaccine at noon at the Kenyatta National Hospital. From here at the National Vaccines Depot, President Uhuru Kenyatta kick-started the journey to the inoculation in various regions in the country.
And I cannot but once again re-emphasize that despite the fact that the vaccine has arrived and will continue, because we will get more and more doses until we meet our requirement, that does not remove from every single citizen the obligation and the duty to continue to maintain the health protocols that we have been given by our doctors, by our experts.
I can assure you that nothing has been left to chance, and today we celebrate the deployment of these life-saving COVID-19 vaccines to 47 counties through regional vaccine depots. We are effectively altering the health risks that face our people.
The Ministry of Health says security for the vaccines is tight, both in storage and in transit. The security detail here at the Nairobi National Vaccine Depot is so intricate to a point that Everything is monitored from the movement to the temperatures of the vaccine vials inside the 10 cold storage rooms here. This is a control panel, for instance, and it also helps, integrate the movement and also the activities from this cold room into the security system. That one is also external, and they also have an internal security system. So from this panel, they're able to find out who opened this door into the cold room, how many times and for how long it was opened. And right behind me, there's a demonstration of how the temperatures are controlled or are monitored inside the control center or inside the cold room to find out are the temperatures still okay, because remember, the AstraZeneca vaccine should be stored between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius in order to ensure its viability. Meanwhile, the Kenya Catholic Doctors Association has raised concerns about the rollout of the vaccine, preaching against the vaccine, even as the president urges Kenyans to shun rumors and false information.
We want to report factually, but that is not made easier when people depend on rumors.
Even as the arrival of the vaccine signals hope and reinforces the war against COVID-19 pandemic in the country, Kenya today has been listed as one of the 13 countries in Africa that have recorded the new strain of COVID-19 that was first identified in the United Kingdom, a situation that the Ministry of Health has not openly acknowledged. Eunice Omolo, NTV.
And the question on many people's lips must be, who is that person that is going to be the first to receive the vaccine? Well, we'll bring you the details on that as and when we get the information. All right, well, on to the COVID infections now. And the number of people infected with the coronavirus in Kenya is on the rise. Let's bring you the latest. In the last 24 hours, 528 people have tested positive for the virus out of a sample size of 6,291. Now, this translates to an 8% positivity rate. And the total confirmed cases in Kenya is now 107,329. 4 more people have lost their lives, sadly, and now the death toll stands at 1,870. Well, on a positive note, 185 people have recovered from the disease, and in totality, 87,099 have recovered. There are, however, 435 people still admitted in various health facilities, with 65 people in intensive care. A reminder to wear your mask correctly, wash your hands, sanitize and keep your distance. All right, let's take you now to the corridors of justice. And there was a bitter exchange in court today between the prosecution and defense team in the corruption case facing former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko. Anti-corruption Chief Magistrate Douglas Ogoti declined to recuse himself from the case, and the back and forth eventually resulted in the court proceeding ending prematurely. Zainab Ismail also reports that Sonko has been ordered to undergo a psychiatric test to confirm whether or not he is mentally fit to stand trial.
As Mike Sonko sat on the dock, a paramedic by his side, before Anti-Corruption Chief Magistrate Douglas Ogoti, tempers were already high. Ogoti declined to recuse himself from the 10 million shilling graft case facing the former Nairobi governor, dismissing issues of bias as raised by Sonko.
I do find that the application dated 29th January 2021 has no merit and is hereby dismissed.
It was a decision that did not sit well with the defense team.
Your Honor, at no stage did you give an indication that you are going to give a ruling on a recusal application.
Your Honor, I have a brain, you have your brain.
Your Honor,
I have to be allowed to submit, then you can rule, Your Honor.
On in front of you now is a typical case of court battering.
I highly object
They
what
are,
you are saying.
they are intimidating the court. They are designed to raise the fire rather than to shed light on anything. That is what they want to do.
Your Honor, you listened to him very clearly. You refused to listen to us. Because you listened to him and you were writing. Now when it came to my turn to respond to his objection, you do not want to listen.
At this rate, we shall head nowhere. The court has pronounced itself, and any party dissatisfied should follow the normal process as provided.
Of course, that's an objection that you have already ruled on. That's okay. without hearing us. Of course it is.
Earlier, appearing before a magistrate presiding over the 14 million shilling graft case he is also facing, Sonko was ordered to undergo a psychiatric examination. The issues were ordered after Sonko's lawyer, who cited an independent psychiatrist, informed the court that their client was unfit to stand trial. The magistrate ordered that the report from the government psychiatrist be filed in court on or before the 12th of March. Sonko was later whisked away for a hearing at the Kahawa Law Courts, where he was released on a $500,000 shilling cash bail over his links to terrorism activities.
Any of the conditions above are breached. The bond stands cancelled.
The court also ruled that Sonko deposit his passport to the court and warned against interfering with witnesses. Zainab Ismail, NTV.
From that story, we've got to take a quick break on NTV tonight. Stay with us. I'll be back in a moment with the day's business news.
We keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after yet. I'm always checking my phone and you'll have to get alone, man. I got always on my mind.
Nestle Nunkid 4 helps build a strong foundation for your growing child. Nestle Nunkid 4, our best for you.
You have worked so hard. Now your project is nearing completion. Let's talk cables. Kumbuka Wire C Wire. East African Cables. Connecting lives.
This looks different.
It is. See for yourself.
Okay, so it's a photo.
Look closer. Photos within photos.
What about video?
8K video. Beyond cinema quality.
So
you can pull portrait quality photos straight from video.
But will it last the whole trip?
Battery for the whole trip and the way back.
This is different.
Told you.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako. Situated in the Kitengela suburbs, Kitengela Plains is an affordable, pristine residential community of 48 modern villas located off Namanga Road, a 30-minute drive from the CBD. The 4-bedroom all-in-suite villa offers a spacious living area, a modern kitchen, a private garden, a play area and a borehole at only 9.8 million shillings. Call 0710 783 955 or 0798 569 274. Kitengela Plains. Welcome home.
Malaria ni ugonjwa hatari sana unaoua watu wengi hapa Kenya. Japo kuko na corona, hatari ya malaria bado iko. Mtoto huyu alikuwa na joto jingi, kutetemeka, kuumwa na viungo na uchovu. Alikimbizwa hospitali ya umma ambako sheria za COVID-19 uzingatiwa na ni salama kwa shughuli ya upimaji. Vipimo vilionyesha kuwa ana malaria na papo hapo daktari akampa dawa za malaria na kumshauri azimalize, na ili kujikinga wawe wakilala ndani ya neti iliyotibiwa. Malaria husambazwa na mbu. Walio hatarini ni watoto wa chini ya miaka 5 na akina mama wajawazito. Kupimwa na kutibiwa ni bure katika hospitali zote za umma. Usisahau adui malaria. Zero malaria huanza na mimi. Chukua jukumu leo. Komesha malaria. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwenu na Wizara ya Afya.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
My darlings, my love will protect you from everything, visible and invisible. We might not always have plenty, but we will always have enough. And whatever Mama touches will magically turn into more for you. Just one capful of Dettol is enough to disinfect surfaces and protect your family and your home. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nestle Nunkid 4 helps build a strong foundation for your growing child. Nestle Nunkid 4, our best for you.
Welcome back. Some business news now. Importers of second-hand clothes, popularly known as mitumba, part with an estimated 1.5 million shillings in duties and fees for each 40-foot container, which is the equivalent of 24 tons brought into the country. Well, this is according to a study conducted by the Mitumba Consortium Association of Kenya in partnership with the Institute of Economic Affairs, whose findings were released on Thursday in Nairobi. Now, the study further indicates that 91.5% of households purchase second-hand clothes worth 1,000 shillings and below, pointing to the role they play in meeting the needs of low-income households in Kenya. The second-hand clothing industry in Kenya imports an average of 8,000 40-foot containers annually, and that's equivalent to 185,000 tons of mitumba clothes every year.
Should regulate trade, but not regulate trade by telling us what we can trade with each other on valid goods. So there's no reason why government should take a moral view that one form of trade, same timber, is worse than other, and that we have a preference for clothes produced in a factory than those that have been processed through this complicated value chain that we spoke about.
The sector paid over 12 billion in 2019 to the exchequer. This is a significant contribution to the economy. More importantly, on job creation and taxes coming out of the trade.
Now, the board of the Agricultural Development Corporation, ADC, is warning public officials in the coastal region against giving away their land to squatters or investors in property. The board, which is on a fact-finding mission at the coast to assess the status of its assets, has found massive irregularities with their land occupied by squatters in some instances.
Mtu anapewa leasing miaka 16 alafu anakataria shamba yetu anataka kutuondoa. Hiyo mambo ya leasing ndio imeleta shida kwa mashamba yote ya ADC.
The only divergent views between us and the area MP is he wants the land to revert back to the community. And as ADC we are saying the land belonged to ADC, it was illegally allocated and therefore it should revert back to ADC.
The ADC land is really being challenged. There is a lot of theft that happened in the previous years, and there is current squatters that are trying to invade our lands.
Mining stakeholders are confident that the sector has the potential to contribute more than 12% into Kenya's GDP. According to the Kenya Mineral Rights Board Chairman Stephen Kuria, Kenya has plenty of areas it can still tap into that could make the country a mining hub. Kuria spoke during an online meeting that involved the Cabinet Secretary for Petroleum and Mining, John Munez, and leading mining investor in Kenya, Simon Wall of Base Titanium. For the country to improve the mining sector and attract foreign investors, Kuria says the country should review the Mining Act to accommodate land and artisanal miners. The meeting was organized by the Kenya-Australia Chamber of Commerce. And that wraps up your business news.
Kijani Ridge is Tatu City's premier neighborhood, offering a 1.5 acre fully serviced plot in a controlled plots overlook a beautiful dam with natural green spaces. Kijani Ridge is a walking distance from Nova Pioneer and Crawford International Schools. Families are already moved in and more homes are under construction. Contact us for daily site visits and join us for our mega open weekend on 6th and 7th March.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Parenting is all about learning when to be tough and when to be gentle. Tough, gentle. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Tough call. Panadol Baby and Infant. Tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Una vile wanashindwa kukataa. Inanitosha, inanitosha, inanitosha Kenya. Inanitosha, inanitosha, inanitosha Kenya. Inanitosha Kenya. Inanitosha.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
When I open my eyes, I see beauty you can't believe. Oh mama, no place I'd rather be. Kama si Kenya, duniani hamna kama we. Nothing better, si unapendeza. When the sunshine over you, my love. Your sounds heal my soul. Nothing better, Kenya unapendeza. Ona vile wanashindwa kukataa. Inanitosha, inanitosha, inanitosha Kenya. Inanitosha, inanitosha, inanitosha Kenya. Inanitosha Kenya. Inanitosha.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, and wash white clothes, towels and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Welcome back. The timetable has been set and later this month candidates will sit for their national exams despite concerns over preparedness, cheating and safety in a pandemic. The Cabinet Secretary for Education has outlined measures to be taken during the exam period, while the Teachers Service Commission has cancelled teachers' annual leave to allow them to return to learning institutions to oversee the start of the exams. Ngina Kirori has more.
On the 22nd of March, candidates will be put to the test. According to the calendar, the KCPE rehearsal date is set for March 19. The first exam will be on the 22nd of March and the last one on the 24th. The KCSE rehearsal date is on the 25th of March. The official exams kick off on the 26th and end on the 21st of April. Grade 4 assessment is set for the 8th of March through to the 18th. The Education Ministry will need to run a tight ship given the smear on previous exams that saw cheating and malpractice.
As we are planning this here now, the crooks are also already planning theirs. And the way they plan it, they have already known which documents NEC has sent to them. And through a few corrupt officers in NEC, maybe they have created another list.
Deputy County Commissioners and Assistant County Commissioners will be involved in the daily locking and unlocking of the containers in their respective sub-counties. Over 200,000 teachers have also been vetted to serve as supervisors and invigilators.
The Commission has cancelled all annual leave and field activities for all our sub-county, county and regional officers during the examination period. We have therefore asked all those who have already proceeded on leave to report to their stations effective March 8, 2021.
Magoha has warned teachers not registered under the TSC of consequences should they be caught getting involved in the examination process. Instructors have also been warned of bringing up non-issues.
We have no time to listen to non-strategic issues. Oh, I have no car, I want 3 cars, I want 20 cars. You must be having a very small brain in your head. Honestly, a car is supposed to move you. So if you have 1 car and it is functional for now, you should thank God.
All center managers and exam officials have been directed to wear a mask and wash their hands before opening any examination material. With the stench of cheating hanging over the history of national examinations in the country, the government will now have the double task of ensuring integrity during the examination period, as well as safety of learners during the time of COVID-19. Gena Kirori, NTV.
It is 10 to 10, time to shift gears now. Ida Waringa has the sports news coming up in a moment. Stay with us.
Family is working together today. It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Have you seen this beautiful place?
Mommy, what is welcome to Garden of Joy?
Buy a value-added plot of land at the Garden of Joy off Kangundo Road that has solar street lights, elevated water tank, and guaranteed security. Deposit 700,000 and get 16K and your Istanbuzi is sorted. Call us on 0790 300 300.
place your order and enjoy free delivery, reach us on 0723 999981 or 0724 114411 or the details on your screen. Boma Mabati, mabati ya kila boma.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
What's your beautiful?
My essence and my energy. My natural glow and my confidence.
My beautiful is being me.
Reveal your beautiful this beauty month with amazing discounts of up to 30% off 400 ml Nivea body lotions in participating stores near you. Enjoy discounts galore with Nivea. Be you, be beautiful.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Karibuni sana Loto. This is the money hour. Jina langu ni Beverly Nita. Kumbuka unachezea jackpot ya 25 million Kenya shillings.
Jina langu ni Mike Makori, hapa kukukumbusha 25 million Kenya shillings could be yours if you match your 6 lucky numbers to enter the mega jackpot draw.
All you have to do is play any amount from 50 shillings to 1,000 Kenya shillings, known as a jishindia, yani ile juu jackpot ya 25 million Kenya shillings.
Kumbuka pia thousands of other cash prizes are up for grabs in the second chance lucky draw. Kucheza ni rahisi.
All you have to do is weke between 50 bob to 1,000 Kenya shillings, pay bill number 77700, alafu tunakuambia
kila laheri.
Time to play here on NTV Sport. I'm Ida Warenga. Now, with less than 4 months to the World Rally Championship Safari Rally, preparations are in top gear for the premier event that makes a comeback to Kenya after close to 2 decades. Ministry of Sport Chief Administrative Secretaries Zach Kenodia and Simon Kachapin inspected the Naivasha Service Park that's set to be the center stage for the June 24th to 27th event, with vehicles accessing the park up to 3 times a day for refueling and repair. A presidential pavilion will be set up at the site, as well as installation of electric points after every 10 meters. The event will rev off in Nairobi at the KICC and will see a recon at the Kasarani Super Special Stage, where for the first time in Africa, the Recce will feature actual WRC vehicles. Thursday's event was happening at the fore of a week-long Federation of International Automobiles training conducted by the Motorsport UK at Kasarani.
So I want to assure people that COVID has been, right now is, and now going forward shall be under control. We have no major cases here in Kenya. Major events have been going down, including international events here in our country, and there has not been adverse effects as far as coronavirus is concerned.
Great, and barely a month after being named Tuskers Player of the Month, the Football Kenya Federation Premier League has named Henry Meja as the league's Player of the Month of January at an award ceremony held at the Brewers Ruaraka grounds. The 19-year-old netted 4 goals and provided 1 assist. Now, Meja scored the winner against Kakamega Homeboys of Brace and an assist against Kariobangi Sharks, as well as a strike during the win over Zoo Kericho. The youngster has also recently recently been called up to the national team in preparation for the AFCON qualifiers in March. The first rising star saw Opposito's Kevin Kimani to bag the award that comes with 50,000 shillings and a personalized trophy. He becomes the second recipient of the monthly gong after AFC Leopards hitman Elvis Rupiah walked away with a December award. Tusker, who take on Ulinzi tomorrow, currently top the league with 32 points from 14 matches played.
Your first team ni ngumu, lakini ni kujitolea na kwa card. Alafu tukiwa training una prove your coach na card. Alafu pia